Tramicular.
Oh, ain't heard from Ortiz in months. When we get back to the ship, let's give this a watch.
Vastly rebettered it through artificial means. At Auntie's Choice, we strive to be 110% wholly plus artificial. Artificiality is our guiding principle. Enjoy an artificially enhanced existence through the conspicuous consumption of unavoidable embedded chemicals with Auntie's Choice.
Can't tell the difference between cover and concealment. Then you need a good set of armor before someone succeeds in ventilating you.
Hey, we could use more go-getters like you.
Tramicular. Arriving. Any moment now. Approaching station. Head office time.
From pop guns
Can't
to
tell the
self-propelled
difference between
cannons,
cover and
I have whatever
concealment.
size weapon
Then you need a good set of armor before someone succeeds.
Well, if it isn't our favorite contractor.
It's high time one of you scientist types responded to my calling cards. The position's been open for more than 2 days, and already productivity is tanked by 149.4%. You want the role, it's yours, but I'm not budging on those hourly rates.
Let me guess. You're backfilling Rasmussen's position? Or all the scientists who work with him on Cloister lying cold on the lab floor?
Both, obviously. Unless you mean to tell me a graft like yours can install itself. Now, do you want the job or not? We're burning starlight. It's no mystery. Soon as an employee is reported missing, dead, or out sick 2 hours in a row, their name is read aloud in the daily demotions report.
The one delivered by Auntie? Everyone tunes into that. Most folk would do anything to have their names spoken by her.
Not in this context. Maybe someday we can bottle that kind of schadenfreude and sell it at a premium. Decent. I'll have you know that profits were forecast to be in the billions in my assessment last quarter.
That's not what we're talking about. Look, we found your lab on Cloister. A friend of mine who succumbed to his graft sent me there to put an end to your work. It was, well, it was damn troubling. But after speaking with your doc, I came to see that the program's got much potential. If we shift focus, reform our work, grafts could better the lives for all folk. Rasmussen's now with Doc Tinsley in Fairfield, and they're ready to restart this work if we can get your agreement. No more killing, much more progress. What do you say?
I see someone failed out of the anti-Cleo school of persuasion. Why would I ever pursue something so dull as reform? How does it serve me? You certainly came to the negotiating table prepared, but there is one small fly in the soup. Who exactly are you to dictate to me what we should be doing? I did not even know your name before you stepped through this door.
When I joined up in Tau Ceti, I was promised that if I proved myself, demonstrated exceptionalism, the moment would come where I could make a pitch for my own future. I helped hunt down the fiend who destroyed our base on Golden Ridge, fought off countless protectorate besides. So yeah, I'd say the moment I'm owed has arrived.
Fine. Perhaps there is an opportunity here to expand our user base. But we can only pursue such a thing if we secure the funding. I could approach my business partner to this end, but I will require proof that this little reformation of yours is a viable investment. As such, you need to prove that a grafted trooper can achieve what the average one cannot.
You say that as though you have something in mind.
I do. The commander of our fortified position on Praetor has been chomping at the bit for a show of force, to rally the troops in our market share, so to speak. He will have all the minute details, of course, but assisting him and demonstrating your prowess will give us the leverage we need. I could tell you possessed a modicum of business sense. Head to Praetor. I'll send a reporter with camera drones to meet you there and debrief with our ground forces.
Hold on. You didn't say anything about this being filmed.
Heroism is nothing without exciting footage and a talking head to sell it to the masses. So do make sure you put on a good show. Off you go, then.
Thank you for your customer service, contractor. Making us money, friend.
Thanks again for bringing me that egg. It really is quite fascinating. Can't wait to get this guy into my lab's incubator. I'm gonna be famous. Oh, have any more questions about critters? I can talk about my precious monsters all day. Which of my assorted critters would you like to know about?
That reporter's gotta be nearby. Thank you.
We meet again, freelancer. Anything new to report? Oh, I didn't realize there were any enhanced soldier candidates left, and certainly none deployed to Praetor. I'd think it wouldn't be worth the cost of transportation.
You didn't miss anything. I ain't deployed. Could say I'm more of a freelancer these days.
I had high hopes for the enhanced soldier program. A good idea with disappointing results. Still, you seem more functional than most of the others I've seen. And there's certainly work for freelancers on this desolate rock. Now then, I assume you have a reason for being here. That is by far the best news I've heard all day. If you were one of mine, I'd give you a promotion for speeding along my departure from this sad lump of rock they call a moon. I'll send orders to have them finish the tunnel immediately.
I'm a huge admirer of your work from a safe distance.
I'm Orland Crawford, the outsourced but never outmatched wartime correspondent for the ACS Undisputed Claim. You must be the grafted soldier, here to show us all what you can do.
The name's Inez, and yes, Willard Conan sent me to help you with some sort of... I don't know what exactly.
Now, let's not skip on introductions. Who is this you have with you?
With some exceptions, it seems.
The soldier and the wet blanket. Our audience needs thrills, not rules.
Vice President Conan said he was sending his best. So let's get on with it. Your mission is to infiltrate the Protectorate blockade to the north and capture it. Their defenses are too great to face head-on, so you'll want to sneak in through the back entrance. We've obtained the entry codes through great effort.
My camera drones will be filming the action from above, so do put on a good show. Blow up a few things, and use Inez's abilities to demonstrate the might of Auntie's choice. Yes?
They've detained several of our scouts. I'd like to see them returned. If you deliver this weapons cache to them and free them, they might offer some aid in the fight.
This is quite the opportunity. Normally, a POW might be written off as shrinkage, an unfortunate, unavoidable loss. But their rescue will be worth far more in publicity.
So what? If I hadn't come along, you all would have left those troopers to rot.
Our motto is to leave no man behind, unless it breaches our contract and promises financial penalties, which this does. Now, take these codes for the back door and go.
Once you infiltrate the blockade, neutralize our foes, and open the gates, our remaining troops will move in to secure the blockade for ourselves. Any questions? Well, seeing as a tunnel has been punched through by that drill of ours, you should be able to mosey your way around the mountain to the back entrance.
Or you could go through the Automech production facility north of here. But that's where the scout who brought us the codes lost his life. So proceed with caution and a loaded gun.
Though I trust you may fare better than that poor sod did, I do look forward to seeing you take the fight to the Protectorate. It's about time Auntie gave him a good walloping. Ooh, and spare some time for me after you emerge victorious, won't you? What am I saying? Of course you will. Who wouldn't want to be interviewed for the wireless? Go on now.
Here we are, about to kick the proverbial mantisaur nest. Hope you're ready for your close-up. Damn. Of course they got a bunker mech. We need to take it by surprise, without alerting the other troopers, mind.
All it took was some light instructions and a restorative cocktail to abrade my imperfections.
Over here! Let us out!
Knock off the funny business. Ain't no way to leave us here. We still got 43 months of boot camp loans to pay off. Stop that scrounging around.
Set progress. Sustain the system.
Yeah.
Serve sovereign.
Yeah.
Perfect society demands perfect thoughts. Perfection is impossible when the mind is a thing of sleep.
The whole of the Protectorate is stronger than its guards.
What in the void? Foreign agent!
Violence. Back in business. Hostile ahead. Look at the flank. Swing confusion. Check your scope for combatant analysis. Help me end this fight on my feet. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. It's a brawl.
this. Back and stand. Ask for help, but help? Yeah, adversary vulnerabilities identified. Locking them down, taking the fight out of them. I have a fix on their weaknesses. Adversary vulnerable.
Selflessly, without complaint or groan.
Back in. Out of sight and on the way. Happy to help. Discreet. Let's get you healed. Torpificator at ready status. Combatant scan. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Have a fix on their weaknesses.
Better ass kicking for the history books. Let's open the gate for that reporter and the troops before these bodies get cold.
You aren't looking for these guys, are you? Come on, open up!
It's the hotshot for hire. From the wireless.
Look at you, rocketing up the corporate ladder.
Many thanks for freeing us. Huh. I think I can maneuver my trauma into a friendship with the specialist.
let's have a word with the hero of the moment for the wireless.
I assume you've got something important to discuss, or a report to give. I don't have time to waste on idle jawing.
Over here! Let's have a word with the hero of the moment for the wireless. Well, the blockade is ours now, but the way in which you captured it lacked a certain finesse, shall we say. Not sure my drone's footage will show what we were looking for.
That hasn't stopped you lot from spinning a story before. You said something about an interview earlier. Well, I'll answer your questions. You'll make me look good in return?
It's audio only, Trooper. And you're working with a true professional now. Let me work, huh? Relax. Be authentically you, though you'd be wise to throw in a tagline or two. Ready?
Well,
Great! Recording's already begun. I'm here, live at the scene with the fearsome grafted soldier Inez. It's a shame you cannot see this, dear listener, for it is impressive indeed. Inez, your destruction of those dastardly Protectorate troops was awe-inspiring. You must feel like the employee of the month, having brought such a decisive victory to Auntie's choice.
I'm just, doing my part. I joined up because I believed in our mission, to liberate Arcadia. Reckon my actions illustrate that more than anything I could ever say. Suppose I do know a thing or two about a pep talk. Given many in my time to troopers suffering injury or boredom.
How wonderful! I hadn't realized Inez here had initiated a recruitment campaign. Truly a lesson to us all. Dear audience, the voice you just heard is that of the soldier's close associate and eyewitness to the battle and the marvelous carnage littering the land. You also freed some of our troopers from the Protectorate's fiendish grasp. One can only imagine the torture they suffered. Tell us about it. The rescue, in detail if you would.
Look, I did what anyone with an ounce of sense would do. Ain't gonna leave one of my own in such a state. And if I had it my way, I would have acted sooner. Yeah, that's exactly right. I plan on doing everything in my power to bring a swift end to this war, and keep as many civvies out of harm's way as possible.
A heartwarming sentiment, but not too swift an end to the war, I hope. It's good for business, as we all know. In any case, those soldiers can finally return to their postings again. Now, I have a question about your abilities, Inez. What sets a trooper like you apart from the rest?
These graphs make me stronger. Good in a bind. I know I'm a bit of a curiosity. Ain't too many of us left. But there is so much good we can do with grafting, if we try. I got a plan, see? To start the grafting program up again. The research is promising, and with the right backing, it could be a product that can better the lives of everyone.
A fascinating idea. I think we'd all sleep soundly if we knew more of you were running amok on our behalf. Before we wrap, have you anything else of note to tell our undoubtedly enraptured audience?
I got one. Ain't just a tested and true product that'll put you over the top. A graft like mine might also get you into orbit.
Ah, I see. A bit of cheeky product placement for zero-G whiskey. Very well done, you. And that's a wrap. You can go back to slouching or sneering or whatever else it is you do. No, it's I who should be thanking you. Between your manner on camera and all the lurid details you shared, the public will be intrigued indeed.
Well, that's a damn sight better than I was anticipating. Willard will have to make good on our deal now. Let's head back and speak with him.
You do that, and I will remain here, burdened by the drudgery of war. Farewell. We'll get the footage processed shortly. Don't worry, we'll blur all...
I assume you've got something important to discuss, or a report to give. I don't have time to waste on idle jawing.
You're the maverick freelancer from...
You want freedom of choice. You want Auntie's choice.
Live, love, laugh, purchase, and consume with Auntie's. As your peerless leader, known for her unparalleled business acumen, I might appear above the occasional frivolity. Oh, no, I do enjoy taking your sporting match as much as
So the conquering heroes have returned from the blockade. The footage I received tells the story it needs to, but I am rather disappointed by the absence of excitement, of pizzazz. But a win is a win, as middling achievers often say. Oh, where are my manners? Commander, Inez, meet our new benefactor. This is the business partner I spoke to you about, and she has graciously agreed to fund our new venture.
Yes, we've met. Now, let's not get overly ahead of ourselves. Putting on a show is 40% of the battle. The remaining 60% is messaging.
Well, I'd say these two certainly made our correspondence job easier. Only Auntie herself could have done a finer job at providing sound bites.
Let's try not to exaggerate. It was a fine showing. Now, with her as the face of the brand, we might really have something.
Look, I know I ain't exactly the profile of a business partner, but I know medicine, and I know the potential of grafts more than anyone. You'll not find my experience anywhere.
Perhaps so, but unfortunately I can't be expected to simply take your word for it. You know how it is. Low-level workers have a certain flair for lying and grifting, whilst concurrently exaggerating all accomplishments and ills.
But we can trust your word as her current supervisor. What sort of performance review might you give this associate?
Well, it's easy to go on soldiering when you trust the one giving the orders.
That's a reasonable endorsement. Wouldn't fit in the one-line write-in space for her quarterly appraisal, but I suppose you couldn't know.
So we have a deal then? I admit that the raid and the interview may not have gone as swimmingly as I would have liked, but there is something there.
Suppose I can make good on the funding after all. We'll see in time where this arrangement leaves us. In any case, good day.
So that's it. We're clear to restart the grafting program. And you'll abide by my demands. No more senseless killing. No more hurting folk?
Of course not. Unless said folk agree to it. Yes, we are at an agreement. Consider this a bonus for your efforts. When the time is right, I will reach out to you for further planning. You have been instrumental, soldier. Inez, well done indeed. Afraid not. Farewell. Have you returned for yet another round of congratulations? Yes, then, well done. But our business has concluded until further notice.
Can't help but be excited. Until later, boss.
Yes, stand by for future orders then.
Have time for a chat, Commander? Willard, Vice President Conan, sent me a message just now about how the investment meeting went. Seems he showed off the footage from the blockade, interview and all, and they all agreed to fund the grafting program and start it up again in earnest. I think we actually pulled this off, Commander. They even thought to bring me into middle management for the program. Can you believe it? After you and I finish what we set out to do for Arcadia, of course. I'd say closing these rifts take priority over a career change. I'm realizing now that I never really imagined something like this was possible. After ending my contract like that, never thought I'd be at the forefront of a military campaign. Never thought I'd be able to change much about Auntie's choice, let alone that I'd want to. But here I am. Reckon you could say I proved myself after all. Thank you, Commander, for everything. Anyhow, that's enough sorting my thoughts for the moment. We got a galaxy to save.
second switch and hold down the blue button for 3 seconds to arm it.
Wait a tick. Earlier you told me it was the red button.
No, you idiot. It was definitely the blue one.
Boyd, I swear, if this blows up... Oh, you...
Go for multiplication.
Step aside. This might sting. A lot.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Someone else take the shot.
Combatant scanned.
Victory or death! Oh, my arm is...
Damn it. I have to do paperwork for accidental weapons discharge, accidental loss of life, and replacement munitions. Why am I always so unlucky?
Investigating hostile intentions. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Discombobulating enemies. Scrambling enemy.
Not possible. No target you got. This might sting. A lot. Step aside.
There is no cold that can get no hold. You, what? Yeah, Brumblebaum. It's this. I'm well, masterful even. Got me covered in with Brumblebaum. There ain't no cold that can get no hold on me. It made me a little hot. So hot, I stripped down to get some air. No, I think it's doing. I'm warm as could be. Nah, nope. They were too hot. Why I undressed. What? Nah, they're the whole reason I'm out here. I mean, I don't remember exactly why, but they is, and I ain't going back. But if you see him, tell him I said hi. Yeah, Brumblebaum. It's this. I'm well, masterful even. Got me covered in with Brumblebaum. There ain't no cold that can get no hold on me. It made me a little hot. So hot, I stripped down to get some air. Yeah, bye.
Beckett was right. Solitude has been good for my studies. In just 93 days, I have made extraordinary progress deciphering the truths of our universe. For instance, there are none. None whatsoever. Objective reality is itself a concept invented by subjective observers eager to apply reason to chaos. In light of that view, better to assume we are all sleepwalkers, sharing the same dream of consciousness. We are the universe attempting to know itself. Life affirming, in a way. And to think, I almost walked out into that blizzard last week.
You've been quite an asset.
Thank you so much for your help, stranger. We didn't know. Thank you so much for your help. Thank you so much for your help, stranger. We didn't know what we would do if Hayes was forcibly discharged.
Sorry. Time is bits. Bits is time. Or are, that is.
Let me know if you're looking for anything in particular.
Recharged for mayhem! Sorry, no target. Mobilizing. Step aside. Squad. Victory or death! Suffered extensive damage, Commander. I guess there's something interesting housed within that imposing edifice.
What was
Recharged
disruptive
and ready.
influences?
Enemy spotted. Let me. Victory or death! Go for torpification.
Sharp enough. Hostiles nearby.
This might sting. A lot. All the risk. Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
Taking the fight.
Such a haphazard electrical setup deserves careful scrutiny, but consider using eye protection, dear.
Look at that. Overcomplicated and impractical. Makes sense that the Order built it. Using substance generated by the rifts to make ammo. Seems fitting.
Investigating a hostile intention. Aggressor at hand. Victory or death! Step aside, swine. Gotcha. Locking them down. Overpotated. Disrupting crime. I have a fix on their weaknesses.
I usually prefer assassination over technology theft, but I must admit that was a delightful little heist.
Recharge the mayhem! Victory or death! All on the road!
I am out! Better compare it, I sense improvement.
Subject down! I am renewed!
Step aside. Why? It's my state. Hold on. My arm is arms and ready.
Stay better in position.
Step aside. Swine. Victory or death!
Sorry, no target. This might sting. Mobilizing. Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
Can't stop me that easy. Combatant scanned. Butch.
There. By my reckoning, that was the last one.
I understand this spot has strategic significance for the defense of the archive, but it is horrifyingly banal. I mean, I've been stationed in some backwater burgs in the past. Seriously? Do these Order eggheads do anything for fun around here? It's all map charts and chalkboards, and how many abakai does one outpost need? Hope they never retake this place, because I'm throwing all of it away.
Protectorate has this sealed. It can only be unsealed near the Archive's entrance, remember?
Long night. Move it!
I'll admit, the coup caught me on the back foot. Always figured the console for a power snatcher, but I'd never put bits down on him betraying the Sovereign. They seem so tight-knit. Just think about all those posters of the pair of them that'll have to change now. A real crying shame. I'd say it's about as likely as a sprat learning the polka. The Sovereign's misfortune is our gain, as far as I'm concerned. The console might be projecting strength, but by my reckon, Protectorate's more unstable now than ever before.
Commander.